right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our interest meeting for our trip to Spain. At this time, I will turn it over to Oliver with CI Destinations.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out tonight, folks. Spain, the sunny Costa del Sol, one of my favorite destinations. And when we're done here, you'll understand why. But before we jump into Spain, let me share a little bit of information about me. So, my name is Oliver Bergeron. I am the owner of CI Destinations, and I am honored to be working with the Danville, Pittsylvania County Chamber. We've been partnering together since 2015. And looking back, I look at where we've gone globally, and it's just amazing. And the friends you meet along the way are just life changing. So this is a great program. Some things that make CI Destinations truly special are, well, first, our programs are fully tour managed. And what that means when you land in Malaga and you're go to baggage claim, you're going to be met by your tour manager, and she's going to be with you for the entire duration of the trip. She is there as your tour guide, of course, but she brings so much more to the table than that. She is your own personal concierge as you're taking in the beautiful Costa del Sol. And for those folks who have traveled with us, you know how special tour management is. The difference from a tour manager to a tour guide, honestly, is night and day. For instance, if you're touring Granada, maybe you have a guide from 9 to 4, and at 4 o'clock, you're never going to see that person again. So their commitment to you and your experience may not always be the best. Now, a tour manager, somebody we have worked with season after season, year after year, they are there for you. They recognize you may only go to the Costa del Sol region once in your life, and they're going to uncover every single hidden gem. They are there for you, really to breathe life into this brochure and to enhance an already fantastic trip. So, tour management is so important. Some other things that make our programs truly special are hotels. We stay in great four-star city center hotels that when you walk out the front door, you are right in the heart of Torremolinos. And when you see the hotel, the Casa del Sol Malia, in just a few images, you will be blown away. It's a fantastic property we use every season. And the special thing about this program and this hotel, they have allowed us to have all sea view rooms. Let that sink in. All sea view rooms. That's going to be amazing. So when you look out the window, there you are. Beach, ocean, beautiful. So, hotels, tour management, having the perfect balance of structured tours and leisure time so that you can explore and learn all about the great history, but you can also get to have the opportunity to relax, experience, and taste the culture. So that's just a few things that make CI Destinations truly special. I'm happy to see some new travelers in the room tonight. Thrilled to see past travelers as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the program. I'm going to do a few things here. We're going to minimize this. Will take me completely off the screen. There we go. So we can just jump into and enjoy the sunny Costa del Sol. So we're going to start with our flight. So as like we've done in the past, we fly our groups either from Charlotte or from Raleigh. We'll have a change of planes somewhere along the way, maybe in Paris, maybe in Amsterdam, and then right into Malaga. And the beauty of flying into Malaga, you are only 15 minutes away from our hotel in Torremolinos. Now, when you land, you're going to be met by your tour manager. And like I said, she's going to be with you for the entire duration of the trip. She is there for you to enhance an already great trip. She's there as your tour guide, your tour concierge, and at the end of the trip, she's going to be your friend. We'll be traveling via deluxe motor coach, and our motor coaches are typically 3 years old or newer. Just a great way to get around Spain. And something I didn't mention earlier for those folks who aren't familiar with CI Destinations, Chamber International Destinations. We only work with chambers of commerce across this great country of ours. And I'm thrilled to tell you we enjoy a 98% repeat business ratio. And it's, making sure we have great coaches, great tour managers, great hotels, all keep our travelers coming back. To enhance an already great program, we've included what we call a whisper system. Now, this is a great wireless device that allows you to hear your tour manager from up to 250 feet away. So gone are the days where people are saying, wait, what did she say? What are we supposed to be looking at? What did I miss? That scenario is in the past. The whisper system truly does enhance your experience. All right, let's talk about hotels. The Costa del Sol Hotel Malia, a great 4-star city center property right on the water's edge. Just an amazing property. And travelers come back to this hotel year after year just because of its quality and its location. I always like to include a few shots of the public areas. This hotel actually has 4 aquatic spas, great restaurants, lounge area, poolside area, great place to call home. And the beauty is we're unpacking one time. This is going to be our home for the entire duration of the trip. And something that I love to do, and especially here in Spain, after we've had our nice American hot buffet breakfast, the breakfast rooms usually open up at 7. The tours open up, they start right around 9. So I grab breakfast right around 7. Then I'll grab a cup of coffee. I'll walk along the promenade. Maybe I'll stroll along the beach or stroll to the marina. This is all right outside at your disposal. Just a great, great hotel. Here we are in the heart of Torremolinos. So something I love to do when I'm in Torremolinos and I'm in a situation where I'm unpacking one time, I'll go shopping the first day. I'll grab some fruits, some vegetables, a case of water. I'll make my hotel room my home. And then when I go out on tour, I'll throw a couple bottles of water in my backpack. That little hint will enhance your experience. And I am all about enhancing your experience, making sure you have just the most amazing time on the Costa del Sol. So we're going to start off the tour. We're going to go into Granada on our first day. And oh my goodness, Granada is amazing. We are going to see the #1 attraction in all of Spain, and that is the Alhambra. So imagine the Alhambra, the #1 attraction in all of Spain. The lines for purchasing the admission tickets, well, they're going to be 3 or 4, maybe 500 people long. We're going to pre-purchase your admission tickets well in advance so that when we get to the Alhambra, we're going to get to walk right in. And people in line are be going, well, geez, what makes them so special? What are these guys so? Why are they so special? And it's the fact you're traveling with the Danville, Pittsylvania County Chamber and CI destinations that makes you so special. We recognize the biggest commodity in these trips. It's our travelers' time, and we don't want to waste a minute of time in line waiting to purchase a silly admission tickets. Those people in line will be in line for, gosh, up to 2 hours. Here we are inside the Alhambra. God, this dates back to 889. It's like you're walking back in time. We're from the Alhambra. We're going to go to the very higher part known as the Alcazaba. And this gives you the just amazing views of the city of Granada below. We're also going to be taking in the El Generalife. This is located on Hill Cerro. It's right above the Alcazaba. This is where the people would go to be closest to the gods. And the grounds are meticulously manicured. Imagine dating back to 889. It's no wonder it's Granada and Spain's number one attraction. And here we are, we're still in the Alhambra. We're at the Palace of the Lions. This is where the royal family's private chambers were. We'll make sure we've got some free time so we can explore and taste the culture. The free time is always a highlight. So having that perfect balance of structured tours and leisure time is very, very important. So since we're on the Costa del Sol region, the seafood is delectable and plentiful. So the next morning, again, we're going to get to enjoy breakfast. Maybe take a stroll over to the marina, the promenade. Now you have the choice today. You can sit back, relax, take in a massage, go golfing, or maybe you want to participate in the optional tour going over to Gibraltar. And Gibraltar is, of course, famous for the Rock of Gibraltar. It's just about an hour and a half away from Torremolinos. And Gibraltar is nothing short of amazing. And we are going up to the entrance of the Rock of Gibraltar. We're also going to be taking in Europa Point, which is the southern tip of the British territory of Gibraltar. And the lighthouse we see here is Trinity Lighthouse. From Europa Point, we're going to venture over to Kashmir Square. Now, this is the largest open air square in the city of Gibraltar. There are some fantastic restaurants, and this is just one area where your tour manager will truly shine. In that, our tour managers, they live in Spain. They know the best restaurants, and in the same breath, they know which ones you may want to avoid, the ones that serve the masses. Maybe they don't have such great quality. So they're going to make sure that your dining experience is always a highlight. And here we are having lunch. Here's one of my chamber executives up front. I kind of think this is kind of funny because she's like, Oliver, here we are having lunch. I mean, come on, folks, look at the picture. I'm sure lunch is on its way, but for right now, I see some free flowing wine. But I'm sure, like I said, lunch is on its way. So after we have time for lunch, we're going to venture into the Rock of Gibraltar. And this is actually known as St. Michael's Cave. It's beyond an impressive natural grotto. And the acoustics in the cave, they're amazing. And St. Michael's Cave actually is a venue for performances. Then we're going to make our way back to Torremolinos, enjoy the evening. We've just had a great day in Gibraltar, taking with us great memories of course, the Barbary apes. The next morning, we'll wake up, enjoy breakfast, and now we're going to make our way over to Seville. And Seville is very special. Everything that's quintessentially Spain rolls together in Seville. It's got the narrow, winding streets, the romantic hidden plazas. And the thing I love about the locals, at the end of every day, everybody comes out to the plazas and they share their day's experiences. You don't see people looking on their iPhones, texting or whatnot. They're going for face-to-face communication. How was your day? What did you do? What were your highlights? Of course, some of the most common traditions are based in Seville. The bullfighting as well as the flamenco dancers. Two great traditions. this is going to be another highlight. And highlight might be a word that gets overused in this presentation because as you go through every day is going to be a highlight, and every day is truly special to itself and different from the other days as we go through the tour. But here we are, we're going to go into Maria Luisa's Park. This is the largest park in Seville and one of the most beautiful parks, in my opinion, in all of Europe. You've got hand painted ceramic tiles that litter through the park, an abundance of fountains. It's kind of like a little miniature Venice. And this is all in the park, Maria Luisa's Park. This little area is actually known as the Plaza España. And it is nothing short of enormous. And having that free time again, now we're going to have some time in Seville for lunch where our tour manager is going to give us some guidance. Here we are enjoying lunch in an area called the Santa Cruz District. And in the Santa Cruz District, like many parts of Spain, it's famous for its tapas, which are like appetizers type of restaurants. And you kind of bounce from one tapas restaurant to another tapas restaurant to another tapas restaurant. That's the traditional Spanish way of dining. So this afternoon, here we are dining. This afternoon, we're going to make our way to an enormous cathedral, the fourth largest church in the world, and it's the Cathedral of Saint Mary of the Sea, better known as the Seville Cathedral, the fourth largest one in the world. So this cathedral was really built to demonstrate the city's wealth, and the inside is a perfect display of that. It is, you'll have an aha moment here in the Cathedral of Seville. And if you're doing the program on your own, you may miss all these highlights. The beauty of going on with a group, you've got to, all the details are taken care of for you. You don't ever have to worry about making reservations or reserving cars or getting permits, things of that nature. All the details are taken care of for you. And what I love to hear, and I hear it all the time from our travelers, when they come back, they're like, geez, Oliver, everything you said happened. All I had to do was pack my bags and make sure I was at the airport on time. I love hearing that. I hear that all the time. So adjacent to the Cathedral of St. Mary of the Sea is the Giralda Bell Tower. And this has a height of over 343 feet. Gives you fantastic views of the city of Seville below. Another great day. This is just 20 minutes away from our hotel, which is one of the reasons I love to call Torremolinos our home. So today, again, you have a free day where you can relax, pick and choose exactly what you want to do, maybe take in a spa treatment, relax by the pool, stroll along the beach, or maybe take that optional tour going over to Mijas. And Mijas is really known as the White Andalusian Village. And when you're traveling through Mijas, you'll have no one, you'll totally understand why it's called the White Andalusian Village. It's right on the water's edge. Many artists and writers have made it their home. They really started making their home back in the 1950s. Yeah, Mijas is one of my favorite places. Like I said, it's only 20 minutes away from our hotel. Some of the things that you may find in Mijas, it is really known for its ceramics. So when Sherry, my wife, and I were there the first time, we purchased one of the ceramic bowls that you see on the left side and it hangs in our kitchen. And when I've had one of those days where oh, maybe a flight was delayed or something. I can go into the kitchen. Gosh, that was a great day. And those are the types of things I like to purchase, things that remind me of my travel experiences and keep those memories going on for a lifetime. The next morning, we're going to make our way over to the ancient city of Cordoba. And the entire city has been declared a World UNESCO Heritage Site. It's really a living legacy. The main attraction in Cordoba is, of course, the Great Mosque. And this is just a real great illustration of look at the little A-framed roofs, the park. Look at the size of the walls that surround the Great Mosque. So the mosque is really in the historic part of the city. And it's one of the most beautiful example of Muslim art in the world. We're going to actually go inside the mosque. And I pointed out the A-frame roofs just a minute ago. I did that because supporting these roofs is 856 columns of jasper, onyx, marble, and granite, all supporting the roof line. 856 columns. And what's amazing is, when this was constructed, they didn't have Lowe's and Home Depot and DeWalt and the things we have at our disposal today. Back in 19, or not 19, but 785, when it was constructed, they had ropes, chisels, hammers, and pulleys and horses. And look at this masterpiece. And now we're within the great park of the mosque. And again, if you were doing the program on your own, maybe you just didn't get the opportunity to go here because the line was so long. Well, we've already got the admissions taken care of. So you can really thoroughly enjoy your time in all the cities we're touring. So in Cordoba, we're also going to venture into the Jewish Quarter, which is a complex area, network of little streets. And here's the synagogue, right situated in the heart of the Jewish Quarter. And something Cordoba is famous for throughout all of Spain is the patios of Cordoba. They have a festival once a year, every May, where they have a festival for the patios of Cordoba, and they vote on which patios are actually the prettiest. So you'll see this all throughout Cordoba. And Cordoba is another great city. So now you've got a free day where you can go, like I said, take a spa treatment, stroll along the beach, relax, do some golfing. There's over 20 golf courses within a half hour of Torremolinos. Or you could take that one optional tour. There's 3 optional tours in the program. Take the one optional tour over to Ronda. And Ronda really retains its historic charm. It's divided by the El Tajo Gorge. Let's see, which you can see right here. You've got Old Ronda on the right and New Ronda on the left, all divided by the El Tajo Gorge. And we're actually going to cross the Puente Nueve Bridge, which was built in the 18th century. We'll have a great photo opportunity on the bridge. And we're going to get to see the Plaza España right in the heart of the old town of Ronda. And here we are at the Church of the Holy Spirit. This was built in 1485. And it really has a solid presence about it. And something that Ronda is famous for all around the world. It's the birthplace of modern day bullfighting. So here we are at the Ronda's Plaza de Toros. It was inaugurated in 1785, and it's actually going to get to stroll through the grounds of the bullfighting ring. Of course, there won't be any bulls there. And then on our last night, we're going to have a great farewell dinner. And these are always fun because, we start off the trip. Usually not everybody knows everybody, but by the third or fourth day, we are family. And by the last day, we are shedding tears because we know the trip's coming to an end. We're going to have to bid farewell to our tour manager. So we'll have a great farewell dinner. Everybody's sharing highlights. Everybody's highlight is entirely different. And here's one of our groups getting ready to fly home, taking with them, just really wonderful memories of their experience on the Sunny Costa del Sol. And then, let's see. Let's go back here. And now we're jumping on that flight. So this trip departs April 4th, 2027, which is just around the corner. For those folks who register by the end of August, the price is $38.99. After August 31st, the price does increase by $100. How do you register for the trip? On the back of the brochure, this brochure, there's a registration form. You simply complete that, send that to the chamber with your deposit of $450 per person. And then those chamber will send it on to us. We'll process your reservation, send you out a confirmation packet, welcoming you to the trip with frequently asked questions, passport information, and travel insurance information, and then the direction if you have any questions, a person to contact. And we are here for you. This program's open to friends and family of the chamber. You don't even have to live in Virginia. If you have friends and family, maybe they live in Atlanta, or maybe they live in Salt Lake City, or maybe they live in Fresno, California, where it's a comfortable 107 degrees today. Well, we can fly your friends and family from their preferred cities. They don't have to fly to Charlotte or Raleigh to meet the group. We'll fly them into Malaga. Everybody will meet in Malaga, and then we'll make our way over to Torremolinos. If you want to do something custom like that, just write a brief description of what your custom requirements are, and we'll reach out to you, create a dialogue, and make sure that happens. You want to fly in early, we can accommodate that. If you want to extend your trip, we can certainly do that. I love it when our travelers get to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Let's see. If you want to do premium economy or business class or first class, that is available. To give you an idea, premium economy is usually $2,000. Business class is $4,000 to $5,000 usually, and then first class is usually $5,000 to $7,000. That gives you, and then that's additional. That gives you an idea. If you have 1,000,000 points and you want to purchase your own air, you can certainly do that. You would actually receive a $900 air credit if you purchased your own air. Just write purchasing your own air on the reservation form. Yeah, so that covers that. Single rooms. Let's talk about single rooms. Single rooms. So the single supplement is $750 per person. And the single rooms in Spain are just like they are in Europe and the UK. The single rooms are limited. The hotel has limited number of single rooms. They're designed for single travelers, so they are smaller rooms designed for single travelers, and they cost more. They are the first to sell out. So if you are a single traveler and you want to go, you want to get your information and the deposit to the chamber sooner than later, because those, like I said, will sell out. And it looks like we've got like 10 or so participants in the room or on the Zoom tonight. So I'm going to do something special for you guys. Those folks who attended, I got a little list of who attended here. Those folks who attended, if you register by, let's say, next Friday, you get the trip to Mijas for free. There are 3 optional trips There is Gibraltar, which is 145 per person, Mijas, which is $100 per person, and Córdoba, which is 145 per person. You don't have to register for those now. You can do that up until time of final payment. But for the folks that are in attendance tonight, to show my appreciation for you sharing your time with me, if you register by next Friday, then you get Mijas for free. Okay, now let me open it up for questions for anybody. One new question. Any questions for me, folks? So the average temp in April, you should be in the high 60s, low 70s. Should be incredible traveling weather. I'm thrilled to be going in April. Usually we go in March, so, only in March, but with Easter being early next year, I think Easter is March 28th. We wanted to do it after Easter. So we're going April 4th, and you should have fantastic weather. It's still a shoulder season, so you won't have a tremendous amount of crowds. You want to stay away from Europe, gosh, May through September, just because of the crowds.
What's the return date for this trip? I get
Let's
asked that a
see.
lot.
April 12th. Yep, it is on the Euros. Which airport? So right now we're still waiting to see how many people we have. We have it either from Raleigh or from Charlotte, whichever gives us the best routing and gets the group in on the earlier side. It's always nice to get in earlier rather than later. Any other questions? No. No, I'm not aware of any changes with the TSA pre-check.
I was just listening to some information that they had different types of scanners. And for instance, like if you like the merino wool layering, that will trigger the scanner. It's something about the fabric. Have you heard anything about that?
No, I haven't. No.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have TSA pre-check, it may because you have to take your jackets off anyways if you don't have TSA pre-check.
Is there much benefit to get the coming back into the country, what is it, the mobile passport control? Does that save you very much? I mean, I have it, but I don't remember it saving much time.
No, you know what saves time and that I like is global entry.
Okay.
And it's good for about 5 years. I think it costs maybe about $100 or so. But it expedites going through customs on the way home. So the first flight should be about 7.5 hours. The connecting flight will be probably about 2 hours.
Would TSA pre-check be beneficial as well? I know she said the global entry does save time.
TSA pre-check is always nice because you don't have to take your shoes off and your jackets off. If you do global entry, you get TSA pre-check with it. So if you haven't done TSA pre-check, I would just go ahead and do global entry. Then you'll get both of them. Let's see. So I put my email in there if you guys have any questions down the road. Let me take one more look at something here. And we have Lydia, Cheryl, Karen, Carmen, Susan, Suzanne, and Tara, Vicky, and Motorola. Okay. So those will be the folks that get the Mijas program for free. So Motorola, if you can tell me your name, we'll make sure that happens. Oh, you can let Edward. Well, great questions.
Oliver, this is Suzanne. My husband George is also listening on the call with me. I just didn't put both of our names in there.
That's fine. That's fine. Not a problem. If you have a traveling companion, they'll get the Mijas program for free as well.
Okay.
And I will be sending out the brochure with the application first thing in the morning to everyone that registered for this call. And it's already available on our website. There is a link in the chat to that as well.
I'd just like to comment as a previous traveler of many of these trips, it's been very nice, well planned. I've totally enjoyed it. Felt comfortable, very comfortable when I took my underage granddaughters with me. So yeah, good trips.
Thanks, Lydia.
Hello, this is Motorola. My name is Loretta Robertson. I'm
Gotcha.
at work right now.
No problem, Loretta. I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Okay, thank you.
You're
If I
very
have pre TSA check, I need to sign up for the global entry?
if you want to have the global entry, I would.
You said you would?
I would.
Okay. Okay, I definitely would do that.
Yeah, and you've got plenty of time to get that taken care of. All right, Kedra, I think it's a wrap. What do you think?
I think so. Well, we
Oh,
are available for any questions you all may have. Either myself here at the chamber or Oliver. Thank you so much.
you
I,
guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I'm going to go enjoy the 107 degree day out there.
Okay, thank you.
We'll talk to you later.
Thanks,
Okay,
y'all.
Bye bye.
Bye.
bye-bye.